Well, in the last episode, you all could decide as which Scandinavian nation in Kaiserreich I should play, right? You see, I don't get any, well, monetization for that, but I don't care about that. Well, anyways, you have decided. And well, which Scandinavian nation shall be next? Well, Sally, I've gotta say, the rate, the voter percentage is quite low. It's only around 7%, 7 to 8%. Come on, guys, please. Just click one button. Just, it's that easy, okay? Please. Just, I mean, not even 10%. Come on, anyways. Finland has won with 56% of the votes. And which ideology shall I choose? This wasn't so clear. I mean, I'm only 23 here, so here it's only like 4%. Come on, just 4% of the viewers voted. Well, it's here 34% for national populism. So we will establish Greater Finland in Kaiserreich then. Let's just go ahead. New game. Other countries. You even see it here, by the way, that they are featuring the Nordic countries. You see, Kingdom of Finland. In the northern periphery of Europe, Finland, the bastion of German influence in Scandinavia, proudly stands. I won't read all. If you want to read it, you can pause anytime. It's quite interesting, I gotta say. But it would be pretty boring if I would just read all, right? So we are currently ruled by the actually German King Frederick Karl the First. Yeah, he's not that popular there. We are also paternal autocratic, so yeah, mounting descent, which you will see. Isn't that great? You'll apply on regular, of course. It's just your regular. Go ahead and get into the Kingdom of Finland. Suomi tasavalta, right? I'll try to pronounce the Finnish, well, words as good as possible, although I don't think it can be called good. Well, I was there once, and Finland is a great country. Alright, the game rules, that's the one that, so we cannot do any focuses yet. Well, what we'll do is we'll go ahead, do the rebellion succeeds focus, where we'll become national populist, so far right wing, and then after we have completed that, we can go ahead and do the foreign policy, where we'll take the aggressive expansionism path and yeah, just then attack Norway, attack Sweden, and even war with Russia. I hope the Russian Civil War starts. If it doesn't, I'm afraid I'll have to reload, because this is really required. We'll get all of these provinces for free, then basically, which is a nice boost to our 3.7 million manpower, which is really a tiny amount. That's how much. That's like, let's see, one state. That's like the state of, well, Georgia, a little bit more than the state of Georgia. Say, like, non-Texas, yeah, we're only equal to the entire population of non-Texas. See, where's Arkansas? Okay, well, that's 1.9 million. Yeah. Also, please tell me how the voice, how the sound is. Is it too loud or too little? We are the Kingdom of Finland. Basically, pause if you want to read. So, out of the ashes of the Finnish Civil War, which the German-backed Whites won, I mean the Whites won also in the OTL, so original timeline. So yeah, Vaikoiksen kautta voiton, which means I think through difficulty something, right? I suppose. Alright. So, well, we'll get some events which will, well, enable us to become national populist pretty quickly, within a few months actually. I'm just gonna ready my troops to, well, seemingly to attack the Russians, which we won't do. Surprise, surprise, the Black Monday hits Finland. Well, this was completely, well, foreseeable, since we are de facto, but still somewhat of a German-aligned nation. I wouldn't call us a satellite, but a heavily German-aligned nation, which we'll do our best to get rid of the, well, German influence. Yeah, likes government. Well, you can imagine why they like us, right? Yeah, we have not been able to bypass the economic hardship faced by the German Empire and mounting descent of the Finnish people, Jumalauta or Humalauta? Jumalauta, I think. I don't know what that means. The Lapua movement will gain power eventually. Now we bypass the Finnish economy. But anarchists still elected in France, well, that's something new actually. Is it? Anarchists. Well, yeah. don't think that's a good sign for France. We don't care about the communists now, do we? Anyways. Well, if that's not enough, the Ukrainians decided to not give us food anymore. So Ukraine will eventually pay for that, but well, just have to take it for now. And the first movement of the Lapua movement, the Peasants' March. We are marching where to? We are Kurt Matti Valenius amongst them. The marchers chanted for the emancipation of the Kingdom of Finland from the German oppressors. King Frederick Karl I has been buried. Well, it's very well be justified, we can assure that to him, right? With the Marine, I don't think, well, we have a Marine. Let's see our Marine. We have 5 submarines, 10 destroyers, 11 destroyers, and that's it. I don't think we can match, well, possibly any navy in this area without expanding our navy massively. So yeah, I think we should just build actually submarines for now. Let's see, improved submarine hull Mark 1 is the best one. Let's see, the Tehinen class. Let's build the Finnish class, the Tehinen class submarine. Oh, there we go. That's the best thing what we can build effectively with our tiny industry of 8 civilian, 3 military, and 1 naval factories. Well, the Red Guard and the Lapua movement crashed, so the far left against the far right. A violent fighting broke out between the two groups, with the clash proving to be inconclusive as neither side was able to gain the upper hand. Fighting died down, and our king is still pretty worried. Yeah. A symbol of German influence in Finland we have become. Which makes sense though, I mean, it's simply the realism, it's simply the truth, right? Well, we make a decision, we could send in the state police, but that would not enable us, I think, to turn the fascists, I mean, to turn national populists. So what we gotta do is, yeah, many of the other anti-socialists has advocated to do so, stating that the precedent of intervention on behalf of the government is important, alongside the strengthening of the state police, lest the clashes spiral out control into a full revolt. So that is what we want. We want to let the clashes spiral out into a full revolt. So it's too risky. We must hope that the situation sorts itself out. Isn't this an amazing music here? Vapavaso Turin Valoitus Lalu. Vapavaso Turin Valoitus. Okay, no, that's too long. Too long of a word. Alright. Oh. You all know the King's Speech, right? The King's Speech of King Frederick Karl I. The King's Speech. Well, he has bought the country needed time. The only thing I see good is that we got a stability boost, and that's it. It's what he brought for us. Let's just gonna read out. We rallied the White Guard. Kurt Martin Valenius, leader of the French Lapua movement, has taken the opportunity to rally members of the White Guard, many of whom have turned to throwing their support behind the party in order to achieve true independence for Finland and the Finnish people. In Helsinki, members of the White Guard assembled in front of the elite Jägers in a demonstration of power and a show of solidarity. Both sides stood their ground for a long time, yet no fighting took place. Okay, you must remain calm in the face of adversity. Yeah, this is the beginning of a storm. At last, the Lapua movement marches on to parliament. Having consolidated enough power over the years, the Lapua movement has seen fit to march on parliament and have advanced towards Helsinki. While we clashed with the Jägers, the White Guard who has chosen to join the Lapua movement seemed to be gaining the upper hand against the dwindling numbers of elite light infantry. King Frederick Karl I and the rest of the democratic parties are extremely worried about these turn of events. Indeed, General Kurt Martti Valenius, who is overseeing the current battle, has continually decried the German encroachment upon Finland in an attempt to boost the morale of the men under his command. And while it seems the Lapua movement will emerge, there is the chance of a victory for the national coalition is still plausible, but it is the Lapua movement. We get pushed back by the White Guard, by the Jägers. The Red Guard arrives and fights the Lapua movement, or the Lapua movement takes power. The Lapua movement takes power, there we go. Now look to our flag. I have no idea, to be honest, why our flag is just blue and black. It's nothing I really saw about the Finns. Anyways, this, well, it's a thing that National Populists have a that thingy. I forgot what it's called. A smoke, whatever, right? It's a thing, a very common thing in Kaiserreich. Anyways, we got finally control of the country, and yeah, there we go. Well, the first thing what we'll do is we'll do anti-parliamentarianism. The parliament serves no purpose to the Finnish people. With the bickering of politicians standing in the way of true progress for the nation, we must deal with it now. Agree with that? Oh, come on, the Russian Civil War, bloody break out! Or we purge the socialists and the monarchy. Let's see. Yeah. We just imprison those who are deemed as traitors and those who resist. Yeah, well, that's I think the commonplace for national populist governments. Come on, Russian Civil War, break out! God damn it. Well, next thing, we have to do all of these, but well, I think the music is a little bit too loud, right? Yeah. Muistoja pohjolasta. Alright, let's just crack down on socialism. We cannot allow for a third civil war to break out in Finland, lest it allow. Just root the socialists, in other words. Well, I'm just still waiting here to, well, we are just diverting funding to the Sinimustat, a youth organization for the Lapua movement, so like the, well, okay. We must ingrain moral and nationalistic values into the youth of tomorrow. Kind of like the Hitlerjugend in German, I suppose. Well, at least we don't just kill innocent people, right? So, at least that is not the case with us. Get the BD-10 and Russia. Well, they still have the Soviet threat, so I would say, well, begin of stabilization. That is not good, I suppose, not at all. Well, unfortunately, the Second American Civil War is just gonna start at one point. Surprise, surprise. Douglas MacArthur is actually leading it. He's, well, paternal autocratic, so that's not gonna be so good for the fight. The USA, Canada actually also became paternal autocratic. Well, and Norway and Sweden, by the way, joined the joint factions. Norway became communist and Sweden joined the Reichspakt. Well, what am I supposed to do now? No easy conquest. Why do I have to make things unnecessarily difficult, right? Just always frustrating. But well, we'll find out why. Even if it means we feel white long, but this will mean that we'll have to fight German or French units. Either way, it's pretty annoying. Well, is there something better than... Alright, well, it was just the same guy fighting the Austrians. Well, now it's Hungary. Well, actually, I saw it quite often that Hungary captured and the Russian Civil War is over, the Russian Republic lives again. Well, that is a blow to us. We still didn't expand really much. We're just kind of sitting here, not really being able to do much, right? Yeah. Well, at least the Third Balkan War broke out over the fall of Vienna. Will Austria really surrender to the... I don't think Austria will surrender. There is no way, right? No way. No way. Well, one day passed since I did the last recording, right? But I've gotta say honestly, this is my second